And you're back with us at Chester, the, M's garage, and Son's garage, where we put the Son and inbred. So here you go, guys. We have another one. We have a guy that commented. Now I'm gonna do my Mr. Obvious on this guy. Even though this guy was a nice commenter and just asked if a couple cars were for sale. So here's the deal. We got 3 cars on the list. First one, Skylark. No, this Skylark is not for sale. I hand built this car, hand tooled it out of the forges of fire and brimstone. This car on eBay and Facebook Marketplace is $1 million car restored. Why would you go pay $1 million when you could buy this car for $2,000? I mean, off me for 20. It's worth $1 million though. So one of like 4, one of 2. It's just a Skylark custom, but it's one of 2. Then we got our caddy. This is our 19 Derby car, 19 something Derby car. Should be in a Derby. This car don't deserve to live. And this car doesn't deserve to live. So we saved it from being a Derby car. Now this car here, there was only one of them on eBay, and not even one on Facebook Marketplace. Now this car on eBay sells for $1 cajillion, $1 cajillion babillion dollars. So it's probably worth on Facebook probably 30. I'd sell it to you for 30. $1 cajillion babillion knows what it's worth. You guys do know that. $1 cajillion babillion dollars. Now next we have this 1976 Dodge D1 something sitting here. Oh no, this is my Chevy that I rolled. Now, I rolled this Chevy fucking 75 times. We got the cab off so we can place the cab, because we got that big ass settlement. You know, the frame's jacked up. We're gonna place the cab in the bed. Now this truck here, when it's got a cab back on it, even though it's been rolled, is worth $3 billion, because I owned it, because Dreamer and Sons Garage owned it. It's like all these cars are worth that, because I've had my fucked up hack of hands into these cars. Even though we don't build them, I'm gonna say I had my hands in them. Next is our Mach 9, or like I like to affectionately call it, the Mach Turd. Now, this car is worth $85,000. No, it's nothing special. It's just an average Mach 1 Mustang. And yeah, this car's a big block. 4-speed monstrosity. This thing is killer. Never mind the pinking plate and the coolant leaking. It's just don't look at any of that. Now I got our clickety clack like I said in the last video. We're gonna bolt that right here. Damn. On a serious note, I need to get out here and clean my paint up, dude. Jesus, this thing looks rough. I need to clean all this shit up. This shit's looking like rough. Anyways, back to the parody. It's really starting to bug me. Now, on this car, we have a quadruple 4-barrel. This thing was made by Gary Champ over at Champ Engineer Racing. This car being on this car makes this car go 1,700 miles an hour. And with me wearing my famous Dreamer and Sons Garage t-shirt, that multiplies that by another 1,500. So we're at some pretty significant horsepower with this thing. Now, We have got to replace the floors again. So I'll let it sit and get rough. Now we're not talking about our mock nun, mock turd. Let's go back and talk about the Cuda. Now this right here, you guys, is our 1965 Plymouth Cuda. Whew, that's a lot to say for me. Whew, getting out of breath. Car is one of 3 ever made. Actually, it's one of 1. The other 2 are crushed. Now, in 1963, 4-5, they only made a Cuda with a slant 6, an automatic, and points. Just so you know that. Cuda is the base model. Barracuda is the performance model. Wait. I'm highly wrong on that. I'm an idiot. I don't know the difference between a Cuda and a Barracuda. Or they didn't make a Cuda until 1969. It's got these factory Cuda 13-inch drums for that extra stopping power. It's got rear disc brakes. It's got a diffuser. It's got a spoiler. It's got these speed holes in it. Oh, yeah. See, there I did some body work there. You guys can actually tell, can't you? Just look at that body work. I think Dreamer here ain't much of a body man. Look at that Mondo popping out. Like all my cars got Mondo in them. An excessive amount of Mondo in them. You call that fella over at Poor Man's Speed Shop and have him come and put me a car together for my boy. So my boy can have something to fucking actually dependable to drive after I'm dead and gone. So they can remember me by, because I ain't going to give him that. Alright, Dreamer, I wanted to hop on here real quick. This is the end of the video. Me poke fun of you. But for real, who would give you that kind of money? What you think that fucking mock nun junk piece of shit that needs every body panel replaced? Who would give you that for that when you need to buy this car here, which I'm about to show, or the body for a lot less than you want for your piece of shit, rotted out, wrecked, frame bent Mustang? That's nothing special. The crack you were smoking when you came up with them numbers, it must be some really good shit. Because you can find these on Facebook Marketplace all the time for a deal. This truly shows how much you know about cars and prices. Cars. And Dreamer, one more thing. I know you sat through this whole video, so I'm going to say this right here. I have one goal, because here my first goal was to get to 500. That's my goal. That's the medium ground. I've got over 500 now. My new goal in this YouTube thing is to be bigger than you, which is plenty doable. I build cars. I don't just tinker around with them like they're giant Hot Wheels. I have no chance in hell of this channel being monetized, probably ever. It's not what it's for. So therefore, I don't care. I don't care how big this channel gets. As long as you view the videos and you get mad sitting in your chair, that's all I want. I don't care about anything else. I don't care if this channel gets 100,000 views, subs. I don't care. From here on out, this channel is dedicated to parodies and whatever else I feel like. I might throw something else up on here occasionally, but it's to hitting that ego as hard as I can hit it and making the ego feel it, if you know what I mean. Have it going, buddy. Hope you had a good day today on PlayStation Live for 1 hour talking about all of us. And by the way, where's that lawsuit? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for you to come sue me. What's up? Are you just doing this? Typical Beamer, just talking? I mean, typical Beamer. Just run his fucking mouth. Don't know jack shit about jack shit.